they're still wearing their jeans.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Now that's an entrance.
Yeah, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Back with the
if you like the red
big game of small talk podcast. You guys caught Mooch back then venting about the garbage ass Giants. Man. We got a special guest with us today. You guys know him from the Xbox community. He's been around as long as my grandmother. Xbot 448, or is it 488 or 448?
Oh my goodness, yo, what's going on, guys? Fucking absolute pleasure to be here, yo. Thanks for inviting me, man.
No problem.
Yeah.
I think it's 488, isn't it?
No, it's 448.
448.
448.
What the fuck is that? A social security number? What the fuck is 448?
I don't know, man. It's ridiculous.
Yo, Z, you actually might be into this because you know numbers have meaning and stuff like that. So,
oh shit!
Wait,
hold up. Give it to
me. Four kind of like represents the beginning. Like it's supposed to mean like the beginning of something great. All right, I
see the YouTube ninjas got you, brother. You botting pretty good. Are you plugged in hardwire?
Yeah,
no, I hear him.
Oh, amazing. I don't know what the hell he's botting for me, but as long as you guys can hear him.
Yeah, he's all right.
Okay, all right. So you basically gave us a Bruce Lee meaning, be like water, my friend.
Yeah, you need to meditate on it for a little while, and then all of a sudden it comes to you like in this glowing ray of sunshine, man. It's awesome, yeah.
Okay, say no more. But anybody can give a round of applause for Xbox 448 or 488. There we go.
That's why I was glad when I came on the show. I kept it to just one word. Once you have more than one word with Zaire, he just right tonight. By the time you're done tonight, he's gonna be like, "Thank you, Xbox One S 8732 hut hike."
You know that name.
Yeah, Z's great like that.
Yo, everybody just calls me Xbot though.
Yeah, that's what I 448. I'll see it in your sleeve, your emblem. 440. I got you.
You're already doing better than crap, though, man. I gotta tell you,
dude. I can never remember that. Like everybody else's names, I'll remember it fine. Like I can remember the name of the game that Mooch was playing earlier this morning, and it was Kamasaki Dragon 17, right? but I can't remember Xbot 448. So,
yeah, that's a great iteration. 17 kills 16, by the way.
17. Yeah, Kamasaki Dragon 17 is much better than Kamasaki Dragon 16. And if you guys want, like Zaire's like, what the hell?
That's the actual game.
No. There was a guy who called in to MC Mornings earlier, Z, and he's telling
I had tuned in a little late. I had tuned in a little late, but yeah, I was listening.
No, he said something like PlayStation 4 has more games, and I said the only games they have are games we don't care about. Like, you know what I mean? Like single A, triple JRPG shit. Like we don't really care about that stuff. Like think about the games we talk about, right? What are we gonna talk about tonight? Forza. Talk about Gears. We're going to be talking about things even down the pipe, like when would a Halo 6 come out, or what are they going to say? Like, the things we care about are big budget, like Michael Bay type movie games. We don't care about these old, like I got to go to a farm and pull out a radish and feed a horse and then go back and load up again. You know, like they play these JRPG shits. Like what is that they call it? Zoo Tycoon or Family Tycoon?
Yeah.
Listen, if that's what puts PS4 games over the notch of they have more games than us, they can keep that record.
You know what's crazy?
Mooch, you gotta wait for the rivalry of what is it? Gravity Rush 2 versus Gears 4, man.
I know.
It's gonna be a tight one, you know.
It's a sad holiday.
Remember, Mooch? We had this debate about 2 years ago. Then we were getting on the showstopper. I was ragging on his ass about that Gundam style, about Persona 5. What makes a game a AAA game? You know what I mean, or whatever the case may be. You know, and again, you know, I guess beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But
that's true.
I don't count games like Ori and the Blind Forest as an exclusive, or just another one that Microsoft came out with. That's I count games like Horizon.
Oh well, I mean that didn't get really it did. I'm not sure if it got a physical release, but if it did, then I mean
probably did. Or even,
it wasn't
I don't count games like that. I just think about the meat and the potatoes and all the big shit. That I mean, it is what it is. But
well, it is the 9th year anniversary. I guess today, 9 years ago, Halo 3 was released.
9 years ago.
Yeah, so that makes me think that possibly if they do release a 10th anniversary edition of it next year, that it might be Scorpio come out a little bit earlier than people anticipate.
Well, I mean, we're looking at October, November for the release of the Scorpio. I wonder
imagine if they did it a little bit sooner, though.
I was saying that maybe they could maybe release maybe like the end of September, early October, because that's when you get the holiday rush of games. You know, end of September, going forward. You know, if Microsoft was smart, I would try to get the thing out there in October, and like take advantage of what's.
Z, I was thinking one step further. Z, I was thinking go September, because next year in September, I shouldn't say but we got a gut feeling that Destiny 2 and a couple other like third-party games are going to come out, and that's easy for a quick 4K native sell or a 1080p 60 frame per second sell. It's really, really a great idea to have it come out. I think it's September next year, if they can. You know, if the technology works that way.
Yo, guys, not for anything. If you want to sell this system freaking for the 4K 60 frames per second, it's got to be the Halo 3 anniversary, man.
Oh man,
come on! I know that's why you brought.
Hey, I'm on that hype train, Xbot. I think
it's feasible.
Yeah, I think that it makes sense for this reason, because just like Sony's going to do The Last of Us, which is a last gen remaster, I think that Microsoft is going to do that too, because you're going to be able to do 4K 60. Right. You know what I mean? Like that. And I think that's huge, because it's going to get because look, I know people are like, well, the Master Chief Collection, but that's like a big collection. It's difficult to get into the Halo 3 playlist.
And the multiplayer was mixed.
Yeah, and it's mixed
right there.
Yeah, so think of it just as an anniversary update where they completely update the graphics and everything, 4K native, 60 frames per second with its own multiplayer and things like that. I think that would be really epic, because a lot of people really got into Xbox. That's a real good Halo 3 is like is people's memory. That's their Peter Pan memory. That gets people to fly.
More than Halo 2.
Yeah. Halo 3. Look, Halo 3 is the reason. There's that big bump, right? When in the third year of being on, when Halo 3 came out in 2007, that's the year that the Xbox 360 sold like 16 million consoles.
Wow.
Right? I mean, it was just insane. Like, that game really just pushed people to buy the console. That's people's memory. That's like amazing. People were just like, oh my God, Halo 3. And it was like fantastic. Mm-hmm. So, and what if they do something like not only Halo 3, but like ODST on there as well, and all the
that was my least favorite of all Halo games. I hated ODST.
ODST was different, but again, Buck is cool,
they had more powers, a good punch, and I hated Halo.
There was. I mean, I played through ODST twice.
Yeah.
Well,
Jesus.
Look, I beat it on the 360, and then I played it when they gave it to us again for free on the Master Chief Collection here on the Xbox One. And to be honest with you, Z, I mean, I'm with you. It was not very good.
Halo.
But yeah, it was not very Halo.
Guys, here's the thing. You guys know I live in the Halo community, and Halo 3 is looked at by a huge chunk of the Halo community as like that holy grail. Now, you mean to tell me if they don't come back with the anniversary, like 4K, 60 frames per second, you got that brand new hardware right there, that is going to sell, man. The units, the hardware are going to fly off the shelves, man. I'm telling you.
I mean, there's something. Here's the thing. See, I agree with you, Xbot, and I disagree with you because
he agrees with you, but here's why you're wrong.
My thing about it is again, and don't get me wrong, even within that Halo community you're in, Xbot, what it is that's a lot of nostalgia, because that's just people being like, you know what I'd love? Don't make Back to the Future 4. Just make Michael J. Fox, healthy again, and make a remake of Back to the Future.
Healthy again.
Make him healthy again. Cure him. Just cure him.
Straight to hell for that one, bro.
Well, no, I mean, I don't. Because listen, we got Halo 3 right now in 60 frames per second, 1080p. Now to make it in 4K 60, it's not enough for, I think, even Blue Point to go in.
Hold on. All redone assets, and one of the biggest complaints about the Master Chief Collection from the Halo community was Halo 3 multiplayer maps. It wasn't the entirety of the maps. They only brought over a select few. They want all the maps from Halo 3. I know exactly what you're saying, man. Like, I would wish that Halo 6 would come out next year. That's what I like. Halo 3, to me, is not even one of my favorite Halos. But I'm looking at the community. I'm looking at it like a business. And when it comes to business, that thing right there, that'll sell. That'll sell hardware.
It's a 4K
it'll sell
showcase.
software.
It's a 4K showcase of their biggest franchise. I get it. Like that. That's why it makes sense to me.
You know,
what I mean?
it does make sense. It makes sense. So I'm buying in on that it definitely makes sense.
Look, $40 or a pack in with the Scorpio. Come on.
Look at like
pack
this.
it in.
You know, here's the thing. I will say this, and I'm gonna go. You know, I understand that Microsoft said no gamer left behind, right? Cool. Mm-hmm. And you know, let's be honest here. They want to sell the gangbusters of these Xbox Scorpios, right? I think they should have one game, something, and maybe an exclusive, to get the people to go out there and take the bait. You understand what I'm saying? And make it only on the fucking Scorpio. Whether it's, you know, bring back my Fable Legends. Give me something. There's something that, you know, you gotta, you know, it may piss a couple people off, but hey, I'd rather be pissed off than pissed on. But I think, because, and again, I guess we're gonna see how well this PS4 Pro does. But I mean, Microsoft maybe just need one game to just fully just max everything out. You see the, you know, the advantages of what it would be like, you know, of you upgrading to the Scorpio. You know what I mean? But
well, I think the advantages are just going to be, you know, the fact that you're getting like the PC version of the games. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the advantage. I don't think that they're gonna. That's the reason. If you look, like, there was an article today, I was reading it. The reason why they're doing Scorpio is because there's a boom mid-generation for 4K, and there's mass adoption for it. More people right now are adopting 4K faster than people went from standard def to high def.
I saw that.
So Microsoft wants to be ahead of that curve. They said they don't even think that this means that there's going to be mid-gen cycles like that. This could be a one-off thing. The only reason they're doing it is because of this upgrade to 4K. Sony's doing the same thing, but Sony was like trying to get out there first and do this, and they probably thought they were going to really be sneaky with the Pro, and it ended up not being sneaky at all. You know, so I think it is kind of what it is. Like, I mean, the media is gonna hide that whole 4K nonsense anyway. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's 4K, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Did you see the I don't know if you saw it, but the Digital Foundry, their hands on with the PS4?
Oh no.
Yeah,
it's the D word, man.
You know what's crazy? Now I know for at least 2-3 years, you know, we've been saying that, you know, Digital Foundry is biased. They're biased. You know, and
hold on. I want to point out.
I
want to point out one thing real quick. All right, they're biased with what they say. Their actual analysis is right on, but they're biased in the way that they'll, like, okay, like a good example.
Well, it's not that big of a deal. Well, yeah, it drops a few, but they're giving you. You know, I mean, you get it. The data, the numbers. You say men lie, women lie, numbers can't lie. You know what I mean? But they said it again. If you guys haven't seen the video, they were talking about the PS4 Pro and how they're achieving 4K. When you're staying still, when the man stays still on the screen, it's a 4K, and you might see a little tearing, jarring if you're 3 feet away from the screen, making excuses. So then they show this map. You know how they do the map. Remember the shit that she had tweeted out, the difference between 720p and 1080p. So they had the same thing, and they were saying it's not that big of a deal to upscale from 1080p to 4K than it is from 900p to 1080p. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know, that's, you know, there you can really tell when you're going from 900p to 1080p, but going from 1080p to 4K upscale, it's not that really big. I'm like, what? Like, you got to be shitting me, man. You got to be fucking shitting me. And like I said in the day, and you were spot on this crack about, you know, them not really turning any of the internal parts of the PS4 Pro. And they were saying, you know, basically that, you know, they said it clear as day that basically that the games that we're going to get for the PS4 Pro, they're just going to be running in a higher resolution. It's not going to be that big of a graphic fidelity. And I think they kind of, you know, I mean, that sucks for me. But
it's like they're using the same. That was the thing that I took away from the conference that they had, which was the same. They're using the same, the same textures and everything from the regular game. You know what I mean? So I just think that it's like the higher graph, like that's not exactly what I was expecting. You know what I mean? So I don't know. For me, I don't know. Like, there's not really a reason to get one. Like, the next purchase I'm getting is the S and a 4K TV start. Like, I'm just going to try to get it like a starter one. But to me, there's just not really a real reason to get one of those PS4 Pros, because the S can do everything they can do. Plus, I can watch 4K Blu-rays, which I know people are like, hey, that don't matter. But I'm like, you know what? It does matter, because I can't stream 4K content right now, but I can watch 4K Blu-rays.
You know, crap. Not only that, but with the Pro, I mean, you have Sony trying to push all this hardware, but when it comes to the software and the games, now they say kind of like that Bird Dog game is coming out this year, and then you're talking, you know, Horizon Zero Dawn. But with how much they delay their exclusives, you have no idea when you're actually going to get some software for your console. You know what I'm saying? Why would you invest in new hardware when the software is just kind of up in the air? You have no idea when it's going to come out.
Just to be clear, and I don't want to think I'm a hypocrite here or play the role of the protagonist, but what Sony's had this whole generation, okay? Now, again, I'm an Xbox dude. I'm more invested into the ecosystem, but for public consensus that they have the better version of the multiplex. Now, listen, this is what I'm saying, which is going to get interesting. So when the Scorpio comes out next year, which I'm loving in Microsoft, every week they're in the media, they're pounding. Listen, there's going to be a big difference between our games, noticeably difference. You know, how games are going to look and run on Scorpio compared to what Sony has. So now you're taking away Sony's ace, boom, coon, the ace up the sleeve, the king of the multiplex. You know what I mean? Now they're going to run and look better on Microsoft's consoles. You know
and you've had confirmation that Xbox Live is better than PSN in every asset. You know what I mean? Even the voice chat by a third-party company that came out and tested both of these things. Like, it's a clean sweep. You know what I mean? Like you're going to have a more powerful console, better multiplats, a better controller, an elite controller as well if you want that, and you're also going to have like the most powerful console. And you know what I mean? Like to me. And you're getting the games. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's a couple Sony games that seem interesting, but when will those damn games come out?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, you got in 2017, you got Horizon Zero Dawn, right?
Yeah. Looks good. I mean, I'm hoping it's good.
Yes, it looks great. I hope it looks good. But they're like what's that? What's the name of the people that make Guerrilla games? They remind me of Crytek. They make very pretty games, but they're not fun. I hope the game is fun.
Those Crisis games are awful stories, awful.
Yeah, but it is what. But they're nice to look at, you know. But you know, all beauty, no brains.
That's a good example of like exactly what we're saying here. Like we gotta get back to what it was with Phil. You're gonna get at least fun. Listen, nobody's giving Recore a 10 out of 10, and that's fine. That's fine. But Recore is a fun game. Between a 7 and an 8 on Meta is where it should sit, and it's a very, very good, fun platformer / third-person shooter. These are things you're going to get under Phil's watch, okay? Now you're getting a sleek-looking design in the Xbox One S. The Project Scorpio is going to be sleek as shit. Trust me, it's going to look really, really nice. And it's going to be powerful as hell. And you get games. You're getting games. That's why I said, Zaire, do not, listen, do not go and buy that Pro. Please, I'm begging you. I don't want him to do it. I want to see him save that money, spend it on something else. Buy your boy Mooch a birthday present on Tuesday. Do whatever you got to do.
I would say it was being bought for me, not my money.
That's true. That's fine.
Pretty close, man. We might have to drive down for an intervention, kind of like get in the front.
Yeah. We'll have to stop the person walking into the door to get him a gift.
Listen, on this show here, BGST, I'm the worry bunch of the crew. I'm the voice of reason. And again, I was looking forward to the PS4 Pro. I've always said that, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm a gamer. I like fat, beautiful women in fast cars. That's me all day. Apple pie, through and through. Now, with that being said, I'm really, really, really disappointed in Sony with the PS4 Pro and the performance. Now that and for a while, the Sony camp was saying, 4K 30 is irrelevant. As long as we get 1080p 60, the goddamn consoles can't even give us a 1080p unlocked 60 frames a second. You know what I mean? I would have rather the PS4 Pro had a $5 price tag if they gave me a beefier CPU, and busted the RAM a little bit, you know what I mean? But I'm really, really disappointed, man, in the PS4 Pro. I am. It's going to get curb stomped.
A lot of people were, man. Did you check out the meeting? There was like one person clapping, and he's probably got paid or he's from Digital Foundry. Like
I think the person clapping was whoever wasn't talking. So when Andrew House was talking, you had Mark Cerny clapping. You had Andrew House like, go Mark, go. Yeah, it was terrible. That was awful. Like, look, there's no reason. Like, okay, I was thinking, well, maybe that new God of War will run 60 frames, right? But no. Maybe for Horizon Zero Dawn 60 frames, but no. Even Call of Duty is struggling. It's like 39, 38
Yeah,
frames or whatever it is.
That.
Terrible.
It runs better on the PS4 standard.
Yeah.
It does on the PS4 Pro.
Yeah, you know
what did they call that presentation crap they just had where they presented the Neo?
Isn't that like a PowerPoint presentation or like a
they didn't have a name for
an
it?
Apple event, a PlayStation event? I think that's what it was.
All right.
What's it called? The unveiling?
Well, the way they treated the people that was listening to it, it sounded like a kindergarten class, man.
What you're talking about, the thing they had 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The PS4 PlayStation event?
Yeah, they called the Sony PlayStation event.
Whatever, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
That's fine. No, I'm just wondering what it was called. I'm doing a tweet right now to work along with Crap's idea right there. I'm seeing if I can work this out.
I think at the end of the day, if, just being true, and I listen, I won't be called a hypocrite. I think that, console gamers bugging about resolution and frames per second, silly as hell for because there wasn't an issue last generation. But again, it is what it is. But this is where we're at now. So going forward, so again, I think that's like a big slap in the face when your newer, more powerful console is struggling to run. That your previous console runs better than your more powerful hardware. That's like, what the hell? Had that been Microsoft? Oh, forget about it.
The big slap in the face here. And it's funny, I've made these comments and very few people have rebutted against it, is that the Xbox One S actually competes with the PS4 Pro.
Yes, it does.
And that's what makes it so funny. That's what's funny to me. Because like I find that that shit is hysterical, isn't it though? Because you've got a 4K Blu-ray player, you don't even have that in the Pro. Mm-hmm. You've got the Xbox One S, Digital Foundry found a 7 to 11% performance boost in the S, and it upscales to 4K. You've got Mark Cerny and Andrew House saying some cases, some scenarios of our prior games, meaning like The Last of Us remastered, will be made of 4K, but majority, 80 to 90% of the games for PS4 Pro will be in upscaled 4K, which is what the Xbox One S does.
Yeah.
So where's the Pro's advantage? I mean, the few old PlayStation 3 games that have been brought up are going to be native 4K.
I mean, does anybody really want to play through The Last of Us for an 8th time?
And I will be really upset if Sony re-released that shit in 4K and try to charge $20 for it or something. Like, I would throw up in my mouth. Like, that's fucking disgusting.
Hey, they're charging people $40 for the Drive Club VR remaster or whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Man, it's like, what's crazy? This whole generation, maybe because of the DRM, Microsoft has been the one that paid as the price gouges and anti-consumerism and all this wild shit. But just looking at what Sony, just step back and just think about it. Look at what Sony have done this generation. And to the fact that they didn't have any exclusive, which, cool. They remaster after remaster. They doing, remaster, know what they have, Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain. Nobody asked for that shit. Like, this is like, this is bananas. I just don't, I don't know, man, these things just haven't been fair this generation. You know what? I just wish things could be on like Tim said, on an even playing field. If Microsoft can do something wrong, call them out for it.
Hold on, no, I just saw Mooch's tweet.
That's great. I did a slow clap tweet on Twitter. That is the best, by the way. Great movie. Like, that had to have been exactly how Andrew House felt when he's like, he looked left, he looked the wrong way first, and he's like, it's over here, everybody.
That's how he sounds too. Plain.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? I mean, I don't know, man. Listen, we do presentations and things like that where I work when you have to present your product and things. Mm-hmm. And the first thing people always say, there's a few people that speak very well, so I'm not going to put myself on any kind of pedestal. But then, depending on who the customer is, they'll say to me, like, people will come up to me and say, we know you presented last time, but we wouldn't mind if you went up and spoke again. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have a stage presence and a voice. Who the hell is in charge at Sony that was like, I know who would sound really good for this? A Lollipop Gang member from The Wizard of Oz on Helium, Andrew House.
Guys, this is Andrew House. Yes, hey guys, Andrew House here, and we want to talk about for Pro because it's Pro, guys. Pro.
You know who would have been better at doing that unveiling? Me and Mooch. I'm putting that name out there for everything. Let's be Fox commentators.
Yeah, why not?
Look, I'll be like the John Madden, and you could be like the Pat Summerall, and I'll be like, like Mooch, boo. There's Odell Beckham.
There's Odell Beckham.
Odell Beckham is over there on the sideline. Boo! He's on the sideline.
I got news for you. anything but get rid of Joe Buck on Fox Sports. Sorry about that little side plug. I wrote the Fox all day today. Get that guy off the air, will you?
Yo,
The
Mooch,
giant
it was
hater.
funny. It was funny watching the meeting. We did a live stream on my channel, and of course my wife O Snaps was watching it as well. And she even said, like, during the live stream, you could go back and check it out. She was like, "Wow, they need to hire Mooch because these people just aren't kicking it whatsoever." She's like, "I am so glad Mooch is on our side." Yeah.
Hell, listen, I got news for you. I've already said it. Jeff Keighley, I'm sure you're not listening. But in the event you are listening and you're doing your VGA setup, I would gladly present an award with your friend in mind. What's the girl that does absolutely nothing on stage? iJustine.
iJustine.
Yes, I think iJustine does nothing on YouTube or on Twitter, and she has like 8 million followers. It's fantastic. God bless America.
God bless America.
God bless America. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Perfect blonde hair and perfect white veneers, and she's ready to fucking make 8 million followers.
She's got those Steve Harveys, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's got Steve Harvey. She does.
Those things are pretty funny.
God bless her.
Yes, I mean, look, anybody, that just goes to show anybody can, like, be successful. Like, I don't really know what she does either. So I mean,
no one's real. I've asked a million times, and all I ever get is sometimes she'll do like a Cutco Knives, then she's doing like Call of Duty, and then all over the place. She's doing, you know what I mean?
Cutco. You know about Cutco? I had a brief stint with them for like 2 weeks selling knives, but that didn't work out for me.
Z, next week she's doing Ronco. She's doing Ronco. Set it and forget it next week. That girl is everywhere, man. She's like Visa, but I don't understand what the hell she's doing, but she still gets a head nod every single time she does any of these video game things. And I'm like, now that redheaded girl that was on
Andrea Renee,
she's actually really, really in tune with the video game world. Or I mean,
that's because she's about to be married to one of the higher ups of Sony or PS4 division.
Right. I mean, but regardless, at least she's in the know. You know what I mean? Like iJustine gets on, and they're like, iJustine, what do you think about this game? And if you don't know anything, just smile.
I will say that I do have a little bit more. I have more respect for Andrea Renee because she, like that whole thing.
Oh
with
yeah,
Yes, I Love You.
She wrecked them.
Yeah, and then also right after that one E3, where she's like, now everybody's cheering for Sony, but they hated Microsoft when they announced something TV related, right? Like I give her props for that. I mean, that takes balls.
Yo, crap. Has she been on PS I Love You since then? I think they kind of banned her afterwards.
I don't watch that show very often, but I mean,
well,
I
wouldn't go as far as to say she's banned. I think that she's been on that show once, maybe twice.
Gentle distancing after that, because she went in on them and she proved.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't.
Some points. Like,
no, I agree with you. I don't think there's any way in God's green earth like she's coming back for a repeat episode anytime soon.
Well, if you look at Colin Moriarty, he really disrespects Sony too. At the end of the day, he was like, Sony don't have any games. Nobody cares about The Last Guardian or what the hell's that other game? Gravity Rush 2. They're like they're shit in the bed as far as exclusives go for another year. They have nothing, So and he basically laid it out on the line.
Say another year, because that actually. That's somebody on the Sony side actually admitting that year after year. I mean, they have a lot of like lights, smoke, and mirrors. This game, that game, and then all of a sudden, when it gets close for them to come out, it's like, oh no, delayed. No, next year.
I want to remind people real quick that if you guys are watching, I'm seeing people in the chat say they have to refresh the page a lot. Like iOS and Android aren't working real well with YouTube right now. Since YouTube updated and got rid of the actual normal Google Hangouts, now there's only the Live, which is the same thing, but it's something called something different. You got to start it differently. But now the Android and iOS apps don't work, so you have to use like there's a PC or a console, or you have to go like directly. And what do you got to do, Mooch?
Well, I'm just going to it right now. I have yet to try this one, but everyone's telling me it's working. So let me just let everybody know. Hold on. Jay Williams shared it with me. He said, and of course now naturally I can't find it. Here it is right here. I found it. All right. So it's Tubex. So it's TUBEX is the app. And I think that's working. It's basically just another form of like YouTube. TUBEX is the app on I'm going to try it out tonight. I haven't tried it yet, but everyone's telling me that one's working. It's just a problem right now where all of our videos, it happened. I thought maybe it was just mine, but it's happening on Zair's channel, Crap's channel, everybody's. So
people were complaining about the MNC mornings.
Getting in, man.
Well, you can listen to it. You can watch it on your Xbox One. You can watch it on any computer. you know, you go to youtube.com and you can watch.
Or if you have a Windows phone.
Or a Windows phone.
Yeah.
That's why that covers 8 people. 2 are on the podcast.
Heck yeah. Woo.
So-
That's what I'm talking about.
So the 6 of you that can watch that's cool. And then, you know, there's a, so my
Well,
whole thing.
I have
So
2 Windows phones now, man. So like,
now there's only 5 out there. So listen, you know, I just think that like what sucks right now is we work so hard to put these shows together, and it's one thing when they have a little 24-hour bloop, but this has been going on since Thursday evening. So
Actually, before that, because there was problems on Wednesday.
oh, was there? I didn't notice on
Xbox
Xbox
Nation. Yeah,
Okay.
apparently, yeah.
Huh, I didn't notice it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because like it really sucks. People want to listen or whatever, and have to jump through hoops or whatnot.
there's a bunch
so.
of drunk lollipop kids running YouTube right now, and it's a complete pain in the ass, man.
Yeah. So I also wanted to talk about this because I saw Sony do this commercial over Twitter where it's like, buy the PS4 Slim for HDR graphics.
Oh no.
Yep.
Yeah. So
More bullshit, more lies.
So I'm wondering, how do they get away with that, right? Like, is it something to do with the way they're wording it? Because the PS4 Slim and the PS4 Fat launch ones don't really support HDR. You know, there's no games. There's no.
The key here, crap, and I think we spoke about it earlier, but I'll say it again. I think the secret here is how they said HDR graphics. Because then if somebody says, well, your games aren't in HDR, he's going to say, well, we didn't say games. We said graphics. Like when you turn on your PS4 and you look at the UI, your dashboard, those are graphics. They are.
Oh, okay.
So that's what they're because that's what it is, right? They did a study. Somebody did a study on it and showed that the only HDR you're getting on the PS4 vanilla is on the menu screen. So it's like
the menu screen. That's because Amazon, Netflix, no one's going to stream anything in 1080p HDR. You know.
Yeah, and not only that, but it's only HDMI 1.4, and HDR is something that works in tandem with 4K. So you need to be able to receive the 4K input and output as well. So it's like the PS4 Slim and the PS4 Fat don't do that. So it's 100% useless. It's like completely useless.
Yes.
And there's only been two sites that have mentioned this. One of them was that site that did the thing saying it's a menu option only, and then of course Dreyer ran one article for ICXM.
right.
Yeah, he really just shoved it up their ass. Like he was the first one. He's like, you can't even do that according to the HDMI site. You know what I mean?
You know, what's great, but you know, one site for sure you should have said something about it was Digital Foundry, and their lips are sealed about this. You know what I mean? Like I said, let it have been Microsoft came out there making these fraudulent claims about this and about that, man. It had been all across the news, and it's like things are just not fair. Maybe when the Scorpio comes out and things just being fair across the board. But I see, I see you got a video of crap about the Microsoft hints at a $399 price tag for the Xbox Scorpio.
Well, what happened was that, I mean, in the video, I'm speculating a bit, but me and Mooch were kind of like reading into what Albert Penello was saying, and I'd heard this before as well, that when they ask Albert Penello a lot of stuff in this Eurogamer interview, and they're like, well, I mean, Scorpio is going to be obviously much more expensive than the PS4 Pro, right? And he's like, we're going to have a good time talking about this next year.
Well, and it was like it was almost like a chuckle that came out of his mouth. And he was like, he's like, yeah, we'll see. Basically meaning like, no, we're gonna surprise your ass. We're gonna be cheap as hell.
And see, Mooch was on the $599,
I was
$599 bandwagon, right? And
Me
see,
and Crap
now,
was doing 500 at one point in time.
yeah. So now you're starting to see.
$500.
I think you're going to see two versions. You'll see probably a 1 terabyte for $399 and then a 2 for $499. But I think Microsoft's just got to do that. I mean, they're going all in right now. You see, they're attacking. They're on the offense.
They got it.
I heard a kind of like a perspective breakdown of the Scorpio. I think it was by a channel called Good Old Gamer or something like that. And they really broke down the parts and what's coming in the future with AMD and stuff like that. And then when they ran the cost with like trying to buy in bulk and stuff, they basically came out and said Microsoft with a slight loss could sell the Scorpio for $400 because that's what's coming down the line with AMD. You're getting higher performance for less cost.
Listen, this is one of those old school tactics that has to come into play for Microsoft. They'll take a hit on this. They don't need to make a dollar on it. Let me tell you why. Even if they make a $10 console loss, hear me out. They want you buying their PC games, and that's what they came out and said, right, Crap? These games on Scorpio are going to be PC games. So now they get to make it cheaper and faster because of UWP. They're making one basic game. They want as many asses in the seats on Scorpio as possible. And the way to do that is be line priced with their competitor. If not, here's the thing. Even if the Pro's $350 and they're $399,
most likely it will be.
Right.
But there's a huge difference there in power.
Right.
And Microsoft will probably just bundle games with it. You know what I mean? Like to them,
like you said, Halo 3 is a golden opportunity there. Buy Xbox Scorpio. It's wicked powerful. By the way, you're going to get a 4K 60 frame per second game in the box. Oh yeah, it's your favorite game of all time, Halo 3. Bang.
Yeah.
Like, it's a no-brainer.
Exactly, because what you do is they're digital stuff. So basically, they don't cost Microsoft anything anyway. Digital download, they don't cost.
No, you just put a code in there. But the code doesn't even. I mean, literally, it doesn't even cost them a piece of paper. They just add it to a piece of paper. It's already in there.
It's their game, and like they got to pay anyone else. But
hey, speaking of codes, real quick, I'm going to take the train off the rail a minute. You remember those things that were catching really, really popular about 3 years ago? Now everything's just died off, and Microsoft was like, when you enter a code, you can either enter the 25-digit code or you can hold up that SKU, that bar scan.
Yeah.
What ever happened to that? Why don't they put those in?
You can. A lot of them still do that. Like I got one in
I have yet
Forza.
to.
Yeah, I got one in Forza Horizon 3.
Oh, crap. Did you get the car with that Ultimate Edition?
No, I got mine from the Microsoft store. So I got a $15 credit.
Man, I want that car. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why I pre-ordered mine from GameStop. I don't even deal with GameStop.
I mean, it is sweet, but I mean, I'd rather take the $15 credit.
You're right. But speaking of, I'm sorry, go.
Just because with all the games that I pre-order from there, it's like $15 per clip, dude. Next thing you know, it's a free game. Yeah.
So you get yours in the mail or a code? Like, how do you
in the mail. If you pre-order from the Microsoft store, you get they'll give it to you on launch day. They'll have it to you by launch day, and you also within like 7 days they put $15 in your Xbox Live account.
Oh, so you can spend on anything that you want.
Yeah. So it's like this happens like every year I do this where I'll have a bunch pre-ordered. I think last year I ended up with like $80 or $100 worth of Xbox Live credit around the holidays. It was like insane.
Oh, that's sick. That pays for a game.
That does. That's what I'm saying.
And then
that's what I'm saying. And there's so many that are coming out. It's like Mafia 3. I'm so hyped for that game. The Call of Duty, because of Call of Duty 4, obviously Battlefield, Dead Rising 4. You know what I mean? Just there's so many great games coming out. Finally, I feel like we're getting these great games, and I'm thrilled about it. Forza Horizon 3 to me is just like heaven. It's like the best. It's the best racing game I've ever played.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can hear you now. I'm sorry. You went out of my ears. I'm sorry, Craig.
I'm just saying, Forza Horizon 3 is like the best game is the best racing game I've ever played.
Does it far surpass 2? Because I thought 2 was notch.
Leaps and bounds past 2.
I tell you what, dude. Like just the way it's not held back by last gen is the thing that I would most say, right? Mm-hmm. Like let me how do you put this? You don't like you go in and the difference is that you're the boss this time. You're the Horizon, so you got to go scout these places and build and you can name your own. You blueprint your own races and pick what the weather that you want during these races, and you got to do the exhibitions all first, and then you go back and do the you know what I mean. It's like there's so much in just the quote unquote tutorial, and then you got to like unlock the music stations, and it's just really there's so much going on. There's the car clubs. You can change. You can like there's so much customization, and you can actually change your license plate. Mine is Xbox One, WON. So it's like it's phenomenal. Like it's just absolutely phenomenal. I love it. It's so much fun. I can't state it enough. They really knocked it out of the park with this.
Okay, but here's another question. Are the achievements hard to get?
No, you know what? You'll get over 100 just by like doing the tutorial parts. Like,
shit.
Yeah,
ching 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 ching.
Yeah, dude.
I think
once you get to
this,
this,
mix, man. When it comes to achievements, like there are some that are really good, and then there are others that you're going to have to work for a little bit.
Yeah.
But,
like there's some for the more casual racer fans, and then more for the hardcore Forza fans. Like obviously by leveling up a lot, you'll get a lot more achievements. But just by casually playing, you'll probably get 300 or 400.
Well,
yeah,
no question. Here's I don't want to be blasphemous. Let me choose my words carefully. Do you think now that we're being Forza Horizon 3 only on next gen, and was for 2 you had on the 360 and the Xbox One? Do you think now maybe that Forza Horizon can become the face of the franchise?
Well, it's definitely the better game in my opinion, but I think that I think Phil is more of a motorsport fan. At least that's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
And he's real close with Dan Greenawalt.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying, but I'm just saying at the end of the day, like me, I'm not really into simulation races. I do prefer the Forza Horizon. That's why I missed Project Gotham. I love Project Gotham.
I think you make a really good point there because it seems like Horizon appeals to a broader group of gamers right there, and I think they'll keep motorsport, but I can definitely see Horizon kind of taking over that spot and having motorsport just for those kind of like hardcore simulation racers. Yeah,
that's what motorsport is. And look, motorsport will be 4K 60 on the Scorpio next year. That's going to be a big thing that they're going to push.
Yeah, it's going to be a good selling point.
So you're on the same page with me with that. Like that's going to be.
What is it? I don't know. Maybe like I said, if like I said, they're getting. I'm sorry if you listen to what Phil said. Games are being made right now with the Scorpio in mind, the files and all that stuff right there. So most likely when the Scorpio comes out, we probably get a patch for Forza Horizon 3, 4K 60 also on the Xbox Scorpio.
Absolutely. You're going to see every game that came out this year, Z, be upscaled to 4K. That's without Gears, everything.
Yes. Gears.
Not only that, but even if you take a game that I spent a lot of time in with Halo 5, which has that dynamic resolution in it, when Scorpio comes out, you're going to have a lock 60, and the resolution, not only does it drop right now on the X1 when stuff gets really demanding, but it's able to go the other way as well. So it's able to bring the resolution up as well. So on the Scorpio, you're actually going to have Halo 5 at the highest possible resolution at 60 frames per second.
Look, this is what you're going to say. Like, if I had to guess, Killer Instinct is going to be 1080 or 4K 60.
Yes.
And I know, right, dude? Like, they're going to have a 4K 60 frames per second fighter, and that's not going to be a problem because the Xbox One currently really renders that thing at something like 120 frames, but they cap it at 60 or 90 frames, whatever it is, and it's like 900p or whatever. So 4K 60 is not going to be a big deal for that. So you're going to have the best fighter this generation at 4K 60. You're going to have the best racers at 4K 60. You're going to have a Halo game at 4K 60. You're going to that Gears 4 is going to get that update. It's going to be 4K 60 multiplayer. So what can Sony do to compete with that? The Last of Us remaster in 4K 30? How is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, look.
Could you imagine that holiday push next year? You're not going to get the bundles. You get the Scorpio, and in front they're going to have Gears of War 4 4K, Forza Horizon 4K.
If I were Microsoft, I would be doing everything like 4K.
That's what I'm trying to say. Put the 4K in the front of the box. Put it on the box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put it on the box, man.
I do. I think there's some legal issues with putting it on there right now. They don't want to get in trouble or anything. How fast would the media call out Microsoft for saying 4K gaming? You know what I mean?
But you can at least put upscales all games to 4K. That's what the hell we think the PS4 Pro is going to do. It's not. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm pretty happy because, I'm a physical. I buy a lot of physical games, the exclusives anyway. But it's kind of cool because my brother, he does PC gaming as well, so he's into the Play Anywhere stuff. So he got the digital copy of Forza Horizon, which is cool because now I won't need the disc. You know what I mean? So but what's also cool about that, since we game share, he gets all the VIP stuff as well, and the map that I bought that unlocks all the points and stuff. So it works both ways.
Oh crap! You bought that map, man.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Ain't nobody got time to drive around.
How much was the map?
It's $3.
Oh shit!
It's a map that tells you where. I know Xbox. You're literally the only person playing Xbox right now that agrees with you. You and Dan, what's his face from Forza Motorsport. Which is good company. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying it's just there's way too many things to find on those maps. I can't drive around all day looking for that shit. Hell, I got to be honest with you. Even with the treasure map,
Exactly.
I still won't find 100 of them.
I was still thinking that. I was like, you know what? Even though I have the map, I'm still not. I'll get all the barn finds, but I'm not gonna probably.
Oh yeah, I get the barn finds in
Yeah.
too. I just couldn't. Yeah, after that, they're like,
Yo, crap, when it comes to the barn finds, do you catch yourself, you go towards the barn find and you go trying to look for it, and all of a sudden the sun starts rising and you just like stop and you're watching the sky.
I take pictures in that game nonstop because I'm just like,
Forget
this
what
game
you're
looks
doing.
gorgeous.
You're like, hold on, what the hell am I doing on this fucking hill with these banana trees all around me?
Yeah, they picked a great location for that game. Like
Australia, right?
Yeah, Australia. It's like you can see there's like gators and wildlife and there's all kinds of stuff going on. Like I got
gators.
that. Yeah, which
I want to run over a kangaroo, but they won't let me do it, man.
does anybody in the chat want a code for the warthog in that game?
Or you got?
Come on, guys, you know you want it.
So it's so they gave it to you free with the
I had a fan who gave me a couple of codes for.
have you used the warthog yet? In
I
Forza?
have, yeah.
Oh, I have.
How does it handle?
You know what? Use it for off road racing, and it's great.
Oh,
It doesn't even slow down in the water. There's a lot of points like where water crosses a road or something like that, and other cars they'll slow down because you get that hydroplane. The warthog just runs right over it.
Yo, Z, you getting the game Tuesday, or you already got it?
Monday midnight.
So you're gonna get it physical.
I'm a man with very little means. I'm about to spend $100, but I ain't got it, bro.
Yeah,
so
I'm not doing that either. I'm waiting. Well, even Monday at midnight, I probably won't get. I'll probably go get it Tuesday after work. Because to be real with you, Crap made a good point. Z, this ain't like the old days where you went and got a game, came home at 12:30 at night, popped it in and played it.
You're right.
You get home at 12:30, you pop it in. It's gonna take. If you're with good internet, you got to wait 30 minutes till it downloads.
Yeah.
Digital.
Yeah.
I was thinking about going digital with it, but I think with Forza, I'm gonna go physical.
I got you, man. And
Forza,
what you were saying about the maps before, I haven't even I didn't 100% Horizon 1 or Horizon 2 either. But I can still go back and still mess around and hit more signs and stuff like that whenever I want to.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. I don't not to say that you would or would not, but I would like to get some of the big stuff, and the big stuff sometimes has those hidden areas. That's why I think the treasure map makes a little bit of sense for my world. But I understand if you're like an adventurer, if that's your cup of tea, that's your cup of tea.
Yeah. With some spam in the comments. And I'm live. I'm giving out PSN cards, Xbox cards. Jesus.
I hope you don't mind. I gave away a copy of Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. There's this guy on Twitter, Drop Dead Artemis, and he was nice enough to give me, the Warthog code, which I gave away on Twitter. And then as we were talking, I just figured I put the code in the chat, so I gave somebody Banjo-Kazooie as well.
Sorry. I want to address the guy in the comment. Listen, the guy said, I don't think I can change my name. But the guy here in the comments said, next gen 1 year, change your name from next gen 720p to next gen 4K. That does sound kind of nice. Kind of does.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Well, we all know why you named yourself next gen 720.
720p.
Because 720p. So.
Yeah, right.
480.
Xbox fans have had it bad this generation. We've had it bad. Lord.
I don't know if Z knows about this, but maybe Xbot does or crap. Somebody on this panel, please. It's been rumored. It's been this. It's been taken down. It's back now. Apparently, it's back again. Supersonic Station. Shout out to him. He just tweeted me this out. I'm going to retweet it so everybody can see it in case you guys don't know what it is. Apparently, the Nintendo 64 emulator on Xbox One is now an app and is now usable, and there's video. What does that mean? Wow. And why would I give a shit?
It means that you can install the N64 emulator on your Xbox One and play Zelda, all the Nintendo 64 games like Mario 64, Zelda.
Oh, the wrestling! Come on,
wrestling. So I'm watching the video now. He's got the video up here. It's $10 to buy it, so it's a legitimate app.
Yeah.
And then you have to pay per game.
I don't know if you pay for games. I think that you
Is Nintendo approve of this?
Well, what happens is this. Some of those are public domain or whatever. You basically are paying for the app or whatever, and then the torrents they're not really sanctioned or anything like that. But it's not like Nintendo can do anything. They can't do anything really. You know what I mean? They just
Exposed.
can't.
Nintendo ain't got no exclusives. I can play them on my Xbox One.
Oh yeah, exposed.
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 Speaking of Nintendo, crap, you the Nintendo. The Nintendo.
Yeah, I love, you got to dot the I. I'm always dotting the I. I love the dot
The same Foxconn employee has let the cat out the bag again regarding the Nintendo NX, saying that it's not going to have, well, one of the things is not going to have the same computing power as the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, well, we already figured that.
Yeah, I was wrong. I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but anyway, what I'm trying to say is, so that in so they just started in production now. They plan to ship 10 million in the first year. They said when you take it out, we heard this before. It gets more powerful when you plug it into the docking station or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So are you still thrilled about? You still gung-ho about getting this Nintendo NX?
It'll be
what
different.
Price do you think is going to be?
If it's like $250, I don't see why not. You know what I mean?
If you think it'd be that cheap, when the Wii U was still $300, you think it'd be that cheap?
Yeah, you know why the Wii U is because of the high cost of that stupid that stupid controller. You know what I mean? Like that's the reason. So I think that this thing, just from what they're saying, it's like it doesn't look like it's very expensive. 720p screen. It comes with its own did you see it has like a docking station and then a GPU, CPU.
A GPU.
Yeah. So you plug that in or whatever. And so, well, you know what that says to me? That they'll probably come out with upgradable ones of those things.
Oh, yeah.
So what? Get the hell out of here. Upgradable NX?
Yeah, well, look, think about it, right? They could just come out with an upgradable, GPU. It's a separate thing. There's 3 parts to this. It's like a handheld thing. It's like a thing that, then you hook it into the dock, and then you can play the games like a console. And then it's got this separate GPU. Yeah, it probably is confusing. I'm interested to see it though. So.
My thing is, and again, I'm not gonna say anything about Mario. I say Mario. I'm not gonna say anything about Mario. My thing is Mario. There you go. My thing is they're releasing whatever you want to call it, a console in 2017. That's not on par with games 2013. There stands a chance of them again not getting much third-party support.
Okay.
I don't know.
Probably not.
If you played one Mario, you played them all. Just to be honest with you, man.
Listen, what's funny to me is if you guys look at the picture right now, Z, on the
Jamie Moran just tweeted it out.
Yeah, listen, but if you look at the picture, everything kind of falls into play here a little. Don't look at the controller for a second, because as ugly as that is, if you just look to the left, and you'll see whatever that is, the Wii unit right there. That's that white thing with the screen. If that's their base console, that may explain why Reggie. Remember that picture that was circulating after E3 of Reggie staring at the Xbox One X?
Yeah.
He was like, "Fuck, they beat us to it." Shit. That's why I think he was staring at that. He was like, "That looks like our shit," but theirs is out. Fuck.
From what I heard from the NX, man, unfortunately, and I feel bad to say this to you, Z, because I was hoping they went the road that you were talking. You know what I'm saying? Just give us a standard console that has the power. Give us, party chat, all the good stuff that we're used to now, being in this generation, even in last generation. But we're not going to talk about that.
Before that.
Yeah, but it looks like from what I've been talking to people, they're resting on gimmicks again. This thing has a GPS tracking, and you could put your neighborhood into Mario Kart.
You're gonna play. You're gonna be playing Pokemon Go. That's that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? They're betting heavily on that stuff.
Can somebody explain to me how this prototype would work that I'm staring at right now? Like you take the screen off of that box and put it in between here.
No. Hold on. There's a base that you plug the thing into, right?
Right.
And then there's also the thing that improves performance. That's the thing with the CPU and the GPU. That's the box.
Right. Wait, it's 2 different boxes.
There's 3 boxes, right? There's the controller dealie, there's the base, and then there's a CPU GPU plug thing that improves performance. Right. Oh, wow. So yeah, there's 3 different parts to this thing.
There's a lot of things. It's not gonna be no 250 crap. I'm sorry.
I don't think it's gonna be that expensive, to be honest with you. I don't.
You got about 4 different things. You still got a tablet with a screen. You got something that gives you more power. Then you get
Yo, Z,
Jamie Moran just tweeted a
right
picture.
in there, man.
Jamie Moran just tweeted a picture of what this thing might actually be. It could be. This could be legit because if you look back to that leak,
it's the same guy. It's the same guy.
With that, with that controller or whatever, right? Remember,
Yeah.
it looks like a horseshoe controller. That's what this thing kind of looks like.
Yeah, to be honest with you, this thing kind of holds legs. Let me tell you why I think it holds legs. The design, you see how the horseshoe part of the controller, where it looks like that thing expands and contracts at the seam there?
Yeah.
Look at that picture. That is what one of the patents was that they filed, was something that opens and closes. It was something that would open and close for you to take on the go.
Even better than that, Mooch, the guy that's giving us the joint is the same guy that leaked the PS4 Slim and the PS4.
Yeah, what I'm saying to you too is, like, if you look at the screen on that, on the screen that comes on that box on the left hand side that's on that white box, that screen looks like it plugs in. Do you see those two? Basically, those are connectors right there. They're not just holding. That would plug right into the. You could see the slit.
Somebody just broke some glass or something.
All right, yeah, crap.
Jesus. Yeah.
Back to BGST. We got like a. I try to keep background noise out of it. We got like these slits on the side, though, guys. That looks like it slides in, and you take this bad boy for a walk, and you got this screen in there, and then you've got what they had with the Wii U gamepad.
Look at how big that fucking screen is.
That's fucked up. It is really weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, if this is what it is, it's already failed because it's basically the Wii U on steroids.
I won't even say that because it's still less powerful than. That's, you know what, and again, and what my biggest thing is, I'm not saying it to them, you don't have to change your idea. You can still do your gimmicks, but at least, you know, you have to give something. If you we'll play this. You should be trying to get back to the customers, you know, the fans that you lost to Microsoft and Sony. And this is what they said with the Wii U. You know what I mean? And this right here, this looks like shit. This is even confusing for kids and all these pieces. Hey, Mom, what's my docking station? You lost a tablet again, Billy? They're gonna be losing this shit. Like, who are they advertising this for? This is ridiculous.
Nintendo and Lego came together to make a console, man. That's pretty much
this is gimmick. Gimmick. I don't understand. Like, they still looking to catch lightning in the bottle, man. With this,
yeah, I will say that's a clean looking console if they can get that out for $250.
I don't. Not with all these parts, Script. I don't see that happening. You
don't think so? I don't know, man. That doesn't look like it's a super expensive console to me.
Listen, even with the Wii U, you say they produced in the actual the Wii U itself. But that's very old technology. That's very old. And that shit's still $300.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's funny is I paid more for my Wii U than I did my PS4. I went in and bought that Wii U. Was at like $350, and then I bought a couple of games. Yeah, I ended up it was like $450, over $450 I paid for that, and then like my PS4, I like traded in stuff, and it was like, and they were basically
the worst mistake of your life, but you know to do it.
Oh my gosh, next gen, I should have listened. Dude, next gen was like, dude, don't even get it. You're an Xbox guy. You're never going to play it. Blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, Expo, scrap gamer.
Game being fully. Like, oh my God.
I mean, come on. Like, what are the chances of that? I should have never happened. That's true.
Yo, my back is who went back and lied that shit. I'm like, huh? They did what? That's crap. What happened? Yeah.
It's just like it happened again.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. I was like, it is bad. You know what's funny?
In the morning. Yeah, I'm going to give YouTube for a while. For what? Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Mooch had his for a while, and he didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, I didn't say anything to anybody, man. I mean, I walked out with a brand new PlayStation 4 Destiny Taken King edition, the white one. I got that one for $77.
What?
Oh,
yeah, well, I traded in three shit units, but like, you know.
Ace, what's going on, K-Maker 405?
Hey, I say, man, ring the doorbell, man.
That's what I said. I was waiting on the doorbell, man. Yeah, to the back door.
What's up, K-Mega?
What's up, gentlemen, man?
Good, man.
Golly, man.
It was kind of sparse today. I was looking for people to join and talk pop a little shit with us. What's going on with you?
Ain't nothing, man. Just sitting here playing some Forza 3. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how you liking the game?
Man, this like I gotta agree with Crap, man. This is one of the best racing games I've ever played in my life. Yep. And I played quite a few. And you just can't. It's not matched. I mean, for an open world racer, this is by far the best. And just
let me ask you a question now. I'm gonna choose my words wisely again. Do you think that Forza Horizon 3, well, not just 3, just the Horizon series, can now become the new face of the Forza, brand instead of Motorsport?
I think so, because I like Horizon better than I like Motorsport, even though there's more people. There's a lot of purists out there, but I just the fun factor with this game is just off the charts. I mean, I just smile when I play this game, man. Really.
How does it look? Is it beautiful?
Yeah, man, it's a beautiful game, man. I got right now. I'm driving a '69 Camaro. The Z28, man, I got it baby blue with the black stripe over the top, man, on some fat rims, man. This is a bad son of a bitch, man. It's a great ass game, man.
Hey, did you guys see this real quick? I know we might have talked about it a little bit, but there's like an Xbox One fire sale for the old consoles, $229 right now at multiple places. GameStop, $229, and you get like free games with it.
Wow.
Yeah, and then the same thing with Amazon.
That's brand new or used?
That's brand new in the box. 500 gig, $229. And then you can get Amazon they have one too. It's a bundle for $229 where you can get a free game of Rise of the Tomb Raider or Forza 6 or Gears of War as far as digital things. So $229 right now for Xbox Ones. Now these are the original ones, which are still good consoles, even the white ones.
Yeah,
the Quantum Break
one was nice. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, $229 for that one as well. So wow, I mean, look, even if you hate Microsoft, but you're like, man, I would love to play Forza because look, I'm playing Forza Horizon 3 just on a stock Xbox One launch console, and it looks great and it plays great. So you can play these games for $229. That's insane. You know what I mean? I don't care how much of a hater you are. $229. Come on,
crazy. It is crazy.
I mean,
it's like, man, they're clearing out that stock from the big guys. The original X1s. They're pushing in the 1Ss. Putting them into rotation. So we as gamers are benefiting from that. Man, $229, you can't go wrong.
I got a feeling I know what's going on too. They're pushing hard because they're trying to win this NPD for September.
I think so too.
That's what they're doing. I think they're.
I guess my question though to you guys is, and that's the way I take it too, crap. But why do they have to do that? Like, this seems like it's something that I think September's in the bag.
Well, they probably are winning, but they want to assure themselves a win because they probably think, just like we do, September was a little bit up in the air, and then maybe October with Gears, you're going to get a win for sure. So why settle for 3 out of 4 months if you can get 4 out of 4? You know what I mean?
Right,
yeah, definitely. Yo, did they get somebody new to like oversee some part of advertising here? Because you got Xbox dudes kind of putting the truth out there, kind of taking like little jabs and stuff like that.
I think they're allowed. I think they have the okay to go out and do some of this.
What they wanted to, basically.
Yeah. Well, I think there still have to be. They're not. If you look at how they're doing things, they're not exactly taking jabs at Sony.
They're just telling
they're advertising their product, right? Like, okay, Sony comes out and goes, "Here's our PS4 Pro, 4K, blah blah blah, 4K, 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 HDR, and then but they're like, we don't have a 4K Blu-ray player. So then Microsoft's like, look, we got an Xbox One S. 4K Blu-ray player, upscales games to 4K, 4K streaming. We got all this great stuff, right? I mean, that's not a jab at Sony, in my opinion. That's advertising your product, Right. I mean, if you got a great podcast like BGST, you don't got to sit there and go, hey, don't watch some other podcast and name it by name. You just got to say, hey, it's BGST. You know what you're getting. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if other people get offended or pissed off, then so be it.
The best damn podcast around.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It's like, this is the one that kind of... everybody, there was no other real podcast going on at the time when this started. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like, I'm not hating on that because I love the fact that there's so many now. But nobody was doing these podcasts. It was us. And then...
And crap, not for anything, but a lot of the new podcasts, I know, like even me and Mega with Next Podcast, when we're putting things together...
Shameless plug.
We're looking at BGST like, damn, like we can do something. We like that came... From here, you guys were constantly real with it and everything like that. You didn't have to do anything extra, and look where you guys are now. There's a lot of people that actually look up to this podcast, man.
Yeah, I mean,
what? Did I miss a compliment? I'm just back. What the hell happened?
we were just talking about how there was no other real podcast. We were talking about how there was no other real podcast like BG.
Yeah. You know what? I said, was it last week we talked about that? I said that sometimes I feel like or BG, what we do here, we don't get our just due. You know what I mean? Like we were the first on this side of YouTube. Like I don't, I'm just saying that weekly. The Xbox refugee camp, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I like I said, the community is growing. Everybody named Mama has a show. I think it's awesome. But you know, it is what it is, though, man. You know, we have a great time talking about games and bugging the hell out, man. We have grown though, like literally. Somehow you get crap. I went back like one day, well, maybe 2 weeks ago, and looked at something about older shows. Oh my god, dog shit, Lord, ew. It was like nails on the chalkboard, man. Seriously, we came a long way, man. A long, long way.
Yeah, it's a good deal. But back on the point that Crap was making, I think that it was all, you know, Killer Phil making the decision of waiting until the reveal of the Scorpio, until they were going to push out everything and be aggressive. Because I think if they tried to be aggressive and then we heard the rumors about the Project Scorpio, that was going to be, you know, just more people just talking bad about it, saying it's a figment, it's a unicorn, blah, 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 blah. But now, since the momentum is all on Xbox side right now, they can definitely push the envelope. And if they win the console race, whatever the hell, what is it, MPDs? If they win this month, that'll be 3 months in a row. That has not happened for Xbox this generation, and that would be a death blow to Sony, just in my opinion, because of the fact that the press conference that they had was bone ass dry. It was terrible. And then the fact that, you know, you don't even hear anything about the Slim. And then, you know, you hear about the Pro, and then you hear all the negative things about that. Then now, you know, it's just ready, set, go for Microsoft at this point if they win this MPD.
Well, I mean, the question is I mean, the only thing I can think of why they want to step on the gas a little bit with September is because the Slim came out, but the Slim isn't even in the top 100. Nobody gives a shit about that. So the next real competitive month is November for when the Pro comes out. And I mean, that's the Pro.
November 10th? When is it, November 10th?
I think it's the 10th or the 11th, something like that. They got the Pro coming out, and they got Call of Duty rights coming out. So
PS4 Pro.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. But I mean, there's no game that they can advertise except for a multi-plat. That's the problem. I mean, if they had some kind of software to go with it, then I would say, yeah, it's going to be really tough. But I don't think consumers, the casuals are going to go out there and just get the Pro when they already have the system that they have, especially with all them lies that they were talking about, the HDR. You can get it on your PlayStation. You don't need to have 4K television and all that bullshit. So, I mean, you know, they put themselves in a bad position, in my opinion.
Guys, but not only that, you see what Microsoft is doing now when it comes to the holidays and stuff like that. They did something absolutely amazing by taking the One S, and you guys might not like this, but this is going to sell like crazy. The Minecraft bundle. Come on, man. You talk about casual people picking up a console. You talk about kids bugging their parents for a console. They see that Minecraft on the box like that. It's done.
Wow. You know what's that was crazy, but so K-Maker, you're basically saying that Sony's losing some steam?
Absolutely.
Microsoft about to pull off the greatest comeback of all time.
I'm not going as far as because there's like, now if you talk to Sony fans, there's like 70 million consoles sold. So I have no idea. so they're ballooning it like way beyond expectations. So I don't really care about that point of the race. I'm thinking about just right now by the time that the Scorpio comes around, that it's a complete wrap. And I agree with you, Crap. You said this in a podcast last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago, that the price is going to be like around $400. And the only reason why they're not bringing it out now is because they're waiting for the price for everything for all the tech to go down.
And I said that again today. I'm like, look, people are like, it's going to be $700. I'm like, dude, they could have come out with a 6 teraflop console right now for that price. You know what I mean? The whole point of waiting is to get these less look. And let me, how can I explain this best? The price that Sony paid for the parts, the lesser parts that they have in the Pro right now, are probably the same amount of price that Microsoft is going to pay to get for the Scorpio next year. So that's why it doesn't make sense to be more expensive than, you might have a 2 terabyte option for more money, but to me, they're spending probably the same amount of money for more power next year instead of jumping the gun and doing it this year. So.
Right.
Crap. And another thing, man, when we're talking about the Scorpio, of course you have not those PC elitists trying to chime in, and it's like, well, no, because our PC, we have to spend like over $1,000 and stuff like that. Your system ain't gonna do that. like they're not. Do they not realize that the technology that's going into the Scorpio? I mean, it's from AMD, and it's eventually going to be released on graphics cards for their PC. And once they see how cheap those graphics cards are, and the fact that, you know, it's going to be that kind of power for that kind of price, like, I don't understand how they're not getting this either. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't really know. I just think that I don't really pay attention. You know, the PC people are just so.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they're so irrelevant to me. Like, I don't care. You know, like I can't explain enough how I don't care about you guys. You know what I mean? They're just like, they're so irrelevant to me. But again, I use my PC in a mocking type fashion to make video, which is more powerful than my consoles, and make videos about the consoles. So like I just love doing that, and I'll bring that up whenever I can. And I plan on upgrading my PC more next year when those parts are cheaper and stuff. You know what I mean? Just so that I can. Hey, and shout out to Mitchell Freeman, who just dropped the Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts digital download code out there.
Nice.
Yeah, people have been dropping codes in there all day. I've seen some Warthog ones. I dropped a Warthog one. Some Banjo-Kazooie stuff going on. That's awesome. Good stuff, guys. I like the Xbox community,
man. I swear.
Yeah, it's a hell of a community, man. I love it. It's one that's one of the best things about the community. I think it's fantastic.
Let me ask you a question, Crap Moosh. I'm more into, I guess, fighting. Are you guys interested in Injustice 2 at all? Or,
Absolutely. Injustice 2? Oh yeah. Yeah, probably.
Oof, I can't wait. I cannot wait for
that.
Yeah,
because I mean, you was kind of late getting the Mortal Kombat. Did you like it? You never said more about it. Did you like it? Love it? The
Mortal Kombat? Oh, I love it.
It took so long to get this shit. This shit was awesome.
You know what? Yeah, I bought it when it was on sale, Mortal Kombat XL Edition, where you can play with like Jason and the Predator and the Alien and Leatherface, and it's fantastic. There is so much content in that game. There's like this really good story mode. You know what I mean? There's the towers. There's all that stuff. There's just so much content in there. I think I got it on sale for like $33 or something.
That's the come up
digital.
Yeah, I think I paid. I bought the game when it came out 60, and the add-ons or whatever was 25.
Yeah,
it was 2 combo packs that came out. But if you got them all together for 30, that's shit.
Hell yeah, dude! That's when I jumped on that. It was like a sale that they had, and I was like, "Let me get that." You know why I got it though, Z? Is because I see some of your videos and you'd have it playing in the background.
Oh, that game's beautiful.
On your 4K. I think it was one of your older 4K TVs. And I was like, dang, that game looks good. You know what I mean? So it's like, I was like, man, I got to get that. And this generation has been a rebirth for fighters for me because I stopped playing them for a long time.
How did you have that though? What the hell made you fall out of fighters? Like what the hell?
I used to play them online and people would like cheat, and there was no punishment for that. You know, like back in the day, there was no real punishment for that. Like people, and you know how like if you pull out your plug or disconnect now in Killer Instinct, then you can't play against the other people. You know what I mean?
Oh wow!
You only play against like other scrubs that do that. So I mean, you're kind of stuck in purgatory. Like on Killer Instinct, you can whenever I play online, I just match up against other like
scrubs.
You know, good people because I don't do that. I don't care if I get my ass kicked on that game.
Oh, I get my ass kicked.
I want to let you know, man. Injustice 2, you're not going to be able to touch my Flash, yo. We're going to have to get in
I just got up on it. Speaking of the Flash, I just got up on the TV series. He's such a fucking dork. What's his name? Barry? What the hell's that guy's name?
He's Barry Allen.
Yeah, Barry Allen. He's such a dork.
Supposed to be though. That's what Flash is, a dork, yo.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, Mooch, I see you got people in the chat box wanting to play Kamasaki Dragon 17.
Yeah, a lot of people are asking about Kamasaki Dragon, which is coming out right after Persona 6.
Yeah, Persona 6 next year.
And I'm waiting for the real classics to come out. You guys like the one. I want 2-piece. Baby, I want 2-piece. That's what I'm playing.
Hey, you know what?
2-piece blood.
Hey, I have Attack on Titan, and that game is weird.
It's garbage.
Yeah, it's weird. I gotta say that. Like, you know what? I was trying to, I guess, expand my repertoire. You know, So I was like, I'll see if I'll play this game and check it out. But it's weird.
Listen, we've all been to a buffet, right? Where you're walking in line, you look at all the food. You've even been up twice, and you're looking at everything. And you go, that shit over there looks nasty. Then 20 minutes later, no, I ain't done. 20 minutes later, you look over at the table to the left, and someone's got a big smile on their face eating that nasty shit. And you're like, well, there's a customer for everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like let me just tell you something. There's some people who play some shit games. And listen, that's cool. You can go out there and play all the shit games you want. I can't tell you they're not fun for you, but I can speak for the masses. And that green shit at Golden Corral looks like shit, tastes like shit, and smells like shit. If you like that shit, congratulations. I don't want nothing to do with that shit.
Oh man.
So these people got to understand when people are like, Mooch, how dare you say that JRPG is not fun? How dare you, sir? You eat that shit. I don't want to hear it. You keep your own table.
Oh my God! I do not want to hear the word "sir" ever again. I heard that shit Friday. That
I know, right?
Debate. God,
listen, like I said, listen, crap. You're not crap. Zaire, you say it all the time. What we eat don't make you shit. Here's the problem. The problem is that we are always on these shows speaking for the masses. You know, it's funny when you got one guy in the chat who's like, "That JRPG is great, Mooch. You're crazy." I'm crazy.
I'm out of order.
You're crazy. Look at yourself in the mirror when you say that. Say it. Go in the mirror and say Attack on Titans is good 3 times fast and see if your ass don't disappear. You crazy? Get out of here with that shit.
Oh my God.
Worse than.
Oh man, Mooch is a maniac.
Man, did he get some of the K Megaphone 5 in him? I mean,
Wow.
I think I'm drinking some of Doc Cupcake's Rockstar, man. He's got that Rockstar like power energy shit. So
you going?
Hey,
Yo,
Mooch, I want to say
it's your
this.
birthday coming up, man. Yo, somebody's gonna get you Attack on Titan for your birthday.
Yeah, everybody buy Mooch JRPGs for his birthday this Tuesday.
yeah, although please don't. Please, if you do, I'm just gonna, if you do, give me codes and I'll be giving them away on MNC in the mornings or something.
Yeah. So
oh man,
I wanted to say this because I expected this because we're getting closer to Horizon Zero Dawn, and I expected like some damage control over the story. So here's an article on M4G. It says Horizon Zero Dawn's lead writer was blown away by fresh concept. Says narrative will delight. I mean, like to me, it means that he's saying that his game that he's making is going to be good story wise.
He likes his story.
Yeah, he likes his story. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. This guy likes his own story.
I blew my own mind, yo.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know. Who is anyone? You guys keep on. Is anybody that we know within the industry that penned the story?
I don't know who penned it, but yeah, I have no clue actually.
Oh, see who's the oldest guy? Okay.
He's just one of the. Oh, Guerrilla Games. I know it's that, but I did hear that they did get some Witcher 3 people, writers or something, but yeah. So I'm not.
It is what it is. I mean, I know you guys were up. You guys were up with what's the woman that left Naughty Dog? They went to work for EA.
Amy Hennig. Yeah. That Star Wars game that won't be out for another 2 years.
I was saying, you think we seen? Someone had a little clip of it. I seen it on Twitter. Looks amazing. You think we're gonna see that at E3?
I hope so, but I hope that they do a better job with. Look, EA's E3 has sucked. That was terrible.
It's not needed.
Yeah, that was awful. Just go back to doing the shows at E3. You know what I mean? And show some footage. Well, how can you have games?
They gave like a 2-second little flash of like her game, and then that was it. Like, I don't know. Maybe they'll give you like a 5-second flash this next year. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I'm just saying they're not Ubisoft, because your games are coming to the PlayStation, the Xbox. Just let them show your games. Like, it's not needed for EA to have a show at E3. It's not.
Yeah.
What the hell is this?
The only thing that could probably save if the story is bad for Horizon Zero Dawn is that it's open world. That could alleviate the pain of the story being bad if it's as bad as everybody's anticipating. So, you know.
Do you guys see this thing that Jamie Moran just tweeted us? Apparently, there's this review. It says Forza Horizon. It's from this Auto World News. It's like Forza Horizon 3 review. The recently released Forza Horizon 3 game for the PS4 showed that it may be the best racing car racing game on the market. Ouch.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm telling you, man. And y'all gonna like say that Sony don't have the media in their back pocket. Get the hell out of here.
Oh well, I mean they do, but yeah, I wanted to also talk a little bit about this thing. All right, so did you see that Sony was teasing Uncharted 4 on PlayStation Now on PC?
Yeah, I saw that advertisement, man.
Like, I wanted to talk a little bit about this because we always get this crap, right? Like, people will try to tell me, "Oh man, crap! I can't wait to play Gears 4 on my PC." You know what I mean? Or Horizon 3 on my PC. And I'm like, okay, man, that's cool. Like that doesn't bother me at all. Like people still think that I'm bothered by that. I don't care. It supports the title. I actually think that Gears 4 is going to outsell Halo 5 at launch just because it's a year later, so there's more Xboxes, and it's going to be on PC at the same time. So, I mean, there's that real opportunity.
PC.
See, that was the question.
Yo, you and your common sense, man. I was gonna
argue
with that, but that was fucking right on point, yo.
I know. It's a year later, so there's a lot more Xbox Ones, and then it's launching on Windows 10 at the same exact time. So,
and I was going to ask that question on you and Mooch's show this morning, but I couldn't get in for some reason because that was something that
phone lines were packed.
Yeah, it was packed, man. It was packed. I
feel like a Jerry Lewis telethon.
Damn,
please keep
dudes
calling. Please,
y'all are international successes. I'm like, who is these hearing all these crazy ass voices and stuff? I'm like, what? I'm like, damn. Anyway, but I was going to ask that question because I made a video about that, stating that with Halo, it was received, but it wasn't. Before it came out, it wasn't received all that great, and then people started bitching about the story and stuff. But now Gears, I haven't heard anything negative about Gears. Even the people that hate Xbox, they always had a love for Gears, just like how Xbox fans has always had a love for God of War. And the way that this game looks, it's blowing my mind. So I'm agreeing with you. I think this game is going to surpass it by maybe 2 or 3 million sales overall.
Yeah, especially like right away because, like I said, there's so many more people out there right now that have the Xbox One and then the whole PC thing. Even if it just sells like say 500,000 on PC, that's still going to count, and that's mostly, I think, pretty much all profit. You know what I mean?
Bro, here's the thing, though. I've been saying, crap. I'm not a big Halo fan, and I was saying, maybe Gears may become the face of the Xbox franchise, of the platform. Period.
Oh, never that. Never that. Never that.
I'm telling you.
Even if you compare the overall sales of between Gears and Halo. Well, I don't even think now, man, because once that new story of, I wasn't on the fence with Xbox when he was talking about the Halo 3, edition and all that collection. But now I'm kind of jumping on the fence because somebody posted on Twitter this morning. Right. Shut up, Bob. Anyway, they posted about the numbers of Halo 3 back then, and it killed everything. So, and when I showed a post or something, there were so many people hitting up and retweeting it. I was like, damn, this is. I can see.
Do you guys remember when Major Nelson used to post active users on Xbox Live every month, right? Mm-hmm. Like on the 360, Halo 3 was always like the #1 played game. Mm-hmm. Like that was back when it was like hundreds of thousands of people were playing that, even when Call of Duty was out. So people would play that game a lot. That's why when they say Halo 5 has a retention at the same rate of that, why I'm impressed with it.
Yeah,
it is, because that means that they've done the multiplayer really done justice in that game. So I always think Halo will be the main thing, but I think Gears does that too. Like they have what's wrong with having a 1-2 buckle my shoe? You know what I mean? Like it's good to have a good right, but what if you got a good left too?
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I just think now. Because let's be honest. Even though Halo's, it's not as big as it once was. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. 5 million in 3 months. That's pretty big.
Well, I don't know.
It's the best-selling console. It's a best-selling exclusive.
Well, Halo, this generation. Halo has always been the best-selling exclusive.
Well, I'm just saying. When we've talked about this, the exclusives are down across the board, and for Halo to be the #1, and then the next thing next to it is Mario Kart 8. Halo is still king. Until something dethrones it.
I think Gears is going to be that game.
On, brother, man. Preach.
I think Gears is going to be that game, man. I'm telling you, man. Gears is going to be that game to dethrone Halo. And then I'm going to start the revolution. You're going to fight each other. I'm about to spearhead this movement. Watch this shit here.
Hey, there's going to be this video. I can already see it.
I'm going to tell you. I'm about to spearhead this movement.
You coming back to the Chrome side.
Team Halo, watch.
Oh.
You're going to be coming back to the Chrome side. I think Xbox
we'll be ready. We will be ready.
I'm not a Halo fan. I don't really care. I'm not buying.
You don't like the stories or anything?
He is an Xbox fan, but I'm not a Halo dude. What you say after that?
You don't like the campaign? You don't like the campaign or anything?
You know what? Crap. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. It's just that I'm just burnt out on first person shooters.
Yeah, I hear you.
Last generation, I'm just like, oh my god, that's all we got on the 360. I'm just done with shooters.
For me, until like Halo, I wasn't a first person shooter either. Like I like Halo and
my favorite one is 4.
You know what the thing is with first person shooters. I'm gonna break it down. Tell me if you guys agree with me. Okay, I know where Zaire is coming from, because when you go on a tirade and you played first person shooters for like 3-4 months in a row, you're like, I need something different. But it's a lot like going on vacation, right? The minute you get off the plane, you take the cab to the hotel, you're sitting there, or you go get your rental car, you go to the hotel, you're there, you're like, this is great. You look out, you see your view, you see the pool, you see the ocean, everything looking good. You're like, this is great. The second day, everything's still great. The 5th day, you're like, oh, shit, I got to go home soon. The 7th day, you're like, get me the fuck out of here. I got to go home and sleep in my own bed. When you get home, okay, and you sleep in your own sheets again, there's something to be said. You know what I'm talking about, anyone who's ever left their house for a week. My point being is, you can leave first-person shooters as long as you like, but you know that's your welcome home, Matt.
Oh, you
when you come home, it just feels good. It just feels good when you come home. So all these people are like, we've been having way too many first-person shooters. I just can't get into it anymore, blah, blah, blah. Listen. Take a vacation. Come back. You'll be back, and you'll be happy you came back. And that's the same thing here. Like, every time I take a step off, right, I'm doing a couple third-person games, perspectives. I'm playing a little bit of Dark Souls, playing a little, what do you call it there? I was doing a little bit of, Diablo, Recore, right? And then I just take a few weeks off.
Get out of here. Come on.
Get out of here. Who's that guy? You know what I mean? But like at the same time, you come back, you play a little bit of Destiny, and you're like, yeah, there we go. I'm back home again.
I was kicking the crap out of him on Destiny last night. I was like, bap, 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 slap, slap, slap.
Oh, yeah, crap. I need that clip, man.
Crap. Hey, let me tell you guys. Let's let everybody know about on BGST what Crap's talking about. Crap's telling fairy tales like he's Teddy Ruxpin. Hold on a minute. Listen, Crap. Listen. Let me tell you right now.
Half our audience know who the fuck Teddy Ruxpin is.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? I know that's right. But listen,
that's hilarious as hell. I know who he is.
Yo, K-Mega, when you watch these vines on Twitter. And like a dude getting hit in the face, getting hit in the stomach, getting his teeth knocked out, but he's still on his feet. And then he finally makes it out. You're like, wow, that dude's tough as hell. He walks around the corner and one guy eating an ice cream cone trips him and he falls down. Crap's a dude who tripped me at the end. I'm taking on like 8 people. Crap comes around the corner like, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, there he is again. Crap with one little hit, and he's got all these registered kills. I was even calling it. I was like, oh man. But yeah, no. Anyways, Crap's got some kills. I can't wait to see that on the next podcast. Throw that up there. Throw it up there.
That's a free game, man. We're gonna have names and everything on that, man.
Absolutely.
I was having fun with that. What the hell does PMSL mean? I see that Aussie Gamer types that in the chat all the time. I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, Aussie Gamer, what does PMSL mean?
I don't know. That's like completely annoying me because he's been typing that for days, and I have no idea what that means. I feel so stupid.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm too damn old to understand what that is. Just give me a regular word.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Pissing myself laughing. That's that white boy lingo.
I don't even think I can't even take that one. We can't, I'm gonna pull Dave Chappelle here and be like that. The white community disagrees with that one. That is not our. We did not put that down first. I think that's just the youth. That's the youths out there. I'm gonna do a little my cousin. That's a little my cousin Vinny right there. The youths, yeah, the youths. The youths are coming up with that.
Like I was watching football today, and I saw a lot of Xbox commercials. I saw Titanfall commercials, Madden commercials.
The NFL is Xbox crap.
Yeah, I know, but I was just like, I'm just like impressed with it because I know a lot of people are like, "Where's the advertising?" I'm like, "Well, there it is, man. I saw it all day. It's just all day."
Have any of y'all messed with the app, the NFL app on Xbox?
Yeah,
it is amazing.
I love it. It has all highlights and all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man! Like they got this tracker of showing somebody's speed, and it'll show the wave and it'll show the play, and then it'll actually show you how fast that person was going. Like this one play was going on, and this guy was running for like 22 miles per hour. It was ridiculous. Like I was like, damn, it's awesome.
I got a comment here from Rob Authentic. He says Battlefield 1, Titanfall 2, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and Modern Warfare Remastered will kill the Gears multiplayer community. Don't ignore my comment.
Does he mean put together? I think he means put together. Like
there's no way. He has no idea how loyal they are, man. Go get him, Lady Foxfire. Go get him. Yeah, go get him, She Wolf. Go get him. Go get him.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, speaking of that, are you guys getting Battlefield?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yes.
Oh yes.
No.
Oh god, it's not even a question.
come on, Mooch.
No, I'm sorry, man. There's too many games for me to play where a fucking F6.
So what are you gonna be playing? What the fuck? Who's gonna buy it? What the fuck?
Oh, come on.
Yo,
man.
Z,
Come
listen.
on, man.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's just do something right now. Somebody take an hourglass full of sand, okay? And tell me how many little beads of sand are in there. Tell me how many of those beads of sand you're willing to put towards Battlefield when you got Gears of War, Call of Duty, Mafia 3, Recore, Forza Horizon. The list goes on and on and on. And
you're not tired of duty?
I took 2 years off from duty. I took 2 years off.
So you're coming back. You said every year you coming back with this duty.
I didn't get last year.
Black Ops 3, I did.
No.
Yeah, somebody said, "Hey,
listen, wait now, ZZ. Let me just say something so I don't get the Battlefield community up in an uproar. There's nothing wrong with the game. I got nothing wrong with the game. The problem is that it's just, man, I don't understand how even people that like it are like, yeah, I die a lot. I'm like, what's wrong with you, man? What are you talking about? Like, ain't nobody who dies that much that has that much of a good time. Like, let me give you an example, okay? A lot of people say to me, well, Dark Souls is a game where you die a lot. But I don't. If you play the game right, you learn how to play it so you don't die a lot. In Battlefield, you just die.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny is we did that game night on one of those Saturdays where you weren't in there, but we were playing the Battlefield beta.
I purposely didn't join it.
Of course, everybody's like making a joke because I think I was like squad mates with a couple people, and they're like, "Hey, crap, Mooch would hate this right now because we're sitting there literally hoofing it across the desert.
Yeah,
and then a fucking plane lands on us."
Yo, listen, I'll never forget. I played Battlefield 3. Someone talked me into it back on the 360. I grabbed Battlefield 3. And we're just like you just said, exactly the same way. He's like, I really felt like I was in Saving Private Ryan. We're hoofing it way down, way down. He's like, just come down here, come downstream. And it's like, don't get me wrong, you're like everything is like amazing. The sound, the look, the feel, everything. And then we finally get there. He goes, come on, we'll climb up here, we'll perch up, and we'll kill some people with our snipers. I get up there, I put my sights down. I'm like, there's a dude, and that motherfucker from 85 miles away shot a bullet right through my own eyesight into my eyeball. I said, listen to it. I said, I don't give a shit to give me $8 for this. I'm returning it tomorrow. I'm not walking across this fucking football field just to die. Come on, man.
Look, and Mooch is right because Mooch goes, crap, you're going to get it, but it's going to be the least played game that you're going to play this year, the multiplayer. And he's right because I'm going to be playing Gears more and I'll be playing the Call of Duty remaster more. And,
Call of Duty,
dude, the remaster, I gotta get in on that. I'm actually good at it, so I'm interested to see what it's like to be good at the game.
What is it about Call of Duty? Like, what is it? It's the same goddamn game from like 2000.
But that's the game, though, man. That's the game. It's up on a pedestal, dude.
I can't. I mean, I just don't see it, man. I'm sorry, man. I just
how Mooch feels about Battlefield is how I feel about Call of Duty because I can't stand getting killed by these little 11, 12-year-old little bastards running around. Got you, you know, they're just calling me damn words and shit. Your mama. Come on, man. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Where's my goddamn belt? I'll whoop your little ass. You know.
Well, to be fair, I remember when Call of Duty 4 was out. I'm not sure if Party Chat was out at that time in 2007. I'm not sure what year Party Chat came out, but that was when it used to be big to actually do the, you would trash talk the other team or whatever. Yeah. And I was like, I remember there used to be I have this one friend who snipes and he's a black dude and I've known him forever. And he'd always people would always spout the most racist crap to him. And he'd always go, crappy, what's wrong with your people? And I'm like, I don't know, man. They're there's some
they're
really
racist.
They're saying some really crazy crap.
They say some nasty
That's why
shit.
I was so happy that they have Party Chat. Now I never have to deal with, with dealing with the trash talk or anything. It's just you talk to your own people and
sometimes that's not no better. But let me just what things are never gonna just fucking derail this fucking this that's it. Like you think this is like come on now, it's going to the second goddamn generation. This Call of Duty shit. Like, do you think this is ever going to lose its I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. This Call of Duty remastered is gonna be where most of the players are. right? Like people that are going to play this game are going to play it for that. And then this is what happens with Call of Duty. Like there's some people that buy it every year, kind of like me. But, you know, I play it less and less. I played Black Ops 3 multiplayer for exactly 8 hours. That's like the lowest ever. Yeah, that's like the lowest ever for a Call of Duty for me. So where compared to Call of Duty 4, I put in 33 days or something like that on the 360 version. So, you know, you can see you can see the decline because Modern Warfare 2 was like 20 days. Modern Warfare 3 was like 7 days. You know what I mean? So it goes down and down and down. But I think the simplicity of Call of Duty 4 is what makes it so great. Only the 3 kill streaks. You don't get to pick, you know, a bunch of different weird kill streaks. Every gun has a counter. There's stopping power. You can either have stopping power to help kill somebody, or you can go silenced and where they can't see you on the radar. You know, it was like the maps weren't giant because, look, it's 6v6. Why do you need 10 football fields of real estate when it's 6v6? You know what I mean? There's no choke points. Like, domination was the best game mode in Call of Duty 4. I could give you a million reasons why Call of Duty 4 is the best shooter of all time. You know, like when you play domination, there's choke points to where you can pin people back. It's like very skillful and things like that. Whereas later editions, there's so many different ways people can sneak around and shoot you in the ass and camp and really bad. You know what I mean? Like, but for me, Call of Duty, I think is always going to appeal to because of the name Call of Duty, right? People just are like, got to get that Call of Duty. I know people, I guess they're casuals that just will buy like a couple games a year and it's like Madden and Call of Duty, you know, and they're good for the year.
Yeah, I mean, there was a time and a place for that when I was younger. Like that, like a lot of my friends, they play like Duty. The minute Duty comes out, that's what they're playing. Like even people are like starting to send texts out now. It's right around October. You start getting these people that I've known for years in my life, and they're just like, "Yo, you getting Call of Duty? You getting Duty? You getting Duty?" Like it's like everybody just kind of gets
about that new Duty,
right?
But like that's what they call it, man. That's what it is.
I just noticed something. I know this is kind of off subject, but I'm looking at everybody's like picture off of my screen, and like my logo looks like some shit from the swap meet. I need to get Jay
Williams.
Yeah, I need the graphics guy to hook me up, man. My shit look generic as hell, look janky. I'm like, people are like, who the hell is this janky bastard that y'all let in here, man? Damn, I gotta get some work.
The first time we saw Next Gens, we literally saw it right before we were about to go on live. Everybody was laughing at it. Like, that's racist. It was like the funniest damn thing, but now it's like
that's just when he white. Look at me.
Man, I'm afraid to talk now. I'm looking at this shit. It's janky as hell, man. My God. Graphics guy,
look, you are from Oklahoma, brother. So.
Hey, watch out now. Watch out now, bro. There you go. I'm just saying, man. I'll find one of them dog bands and one of them Bigfoots come at you.
Yo, speaking of which, I'm gonna inbox you a video right now. Speaking of which, then you were gonna inbox you a video on Facebook, man.
Okay.
Ruxpin, did you really tweet that out?
Yeah, I did.
I know who he is because I had him. I had one.
What happened?
Shout out to Megatron too.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I think I know him. He's from Newark. I'm not mistaken. Megatron 975. That's what you're talking about, right? Megatron 1975 or that's what you're talking about?
Yeah, he was at E3, I think, right?
Yeah. I think I know him. He's from Newark, or he grew up around my way, or something.
Yo, Z, with me, you and Mooch in this podcast right now, we got the tri-state area covered, man.
Were you in Connecticut?
Yes, sir.
Oh, all right. Yeah, Connecticut, New York, and Jersey.
Tri-state holding it down right now, man.
How about those Giants, Mooch?
Hey, it's all right. 2-1. Positive.
Yeah, that's true.
It's still positive right there. Yeah, exactly, Mooch.
We'll be all right. Everybody's got to relax. Listen, I was telling crap this offline. Anyone who's a New York Giants fan, it's better to lose now because this new coach, you wait and see half the people that were causing the fouls and all that shit, they ain't going to be on the team next week. That one guy, number 33, I don't even know his name because they said it. They were like, who? Even Coach McEnany was like, who the hell's number 33? That's what he was saying on the sidelines. You can see him. And they were like, that's the guy on Joe Buck on Fox Sports. He goes, that's the guy that they literally just brought up this week from the practice squad. His ass is currently back on the practice squad, I promise you, after causing the foul that brought the ball all the way back down and had to repeat the fourth down. My point being is just that the Giants fans, I had to take a little break. Even Kraft said, he goes, I noticed your Twitter was quiet after the game. I'm like, of course it was quiet. I had to get in the car, take a long ass drive, just relax, We'll be back next week. The Giants are going to win the NFC East. The Philly, I like it. The Philly fans are worse than the Washington fans. The Philly fans are out there getting all excited about this Wentz kid.
Yeah,
Wentz.
I was happy that he beat the Steelers though, since I hate the Steelers.
Well, yeah, that's great, grand, wonderful. But listen, the thing is, Wentz. Listen, to quote my buddy from what was it called there, the Mighty Ducks, the movie. He said, "Never was." This guy he's nothing. He's nothing. He's just a flash in the pants. So stay tuned, Giants fans. We'll be talking more and more. Don't worry about it.
Hey, well, you got to worry about the Dallas, dude. I will say that I noticed people in the NFC East. They're like, everybody's like Dallas. They're the greatest. That Prescott, man. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
How about that Wentz kid? And oh man, who the hell's that quarterback for the Redskins? Damn, what the hell is his name?
Kirk Cousins. Round 3 or whatever his name.
No, that guy's gone. He's in Cleveland, but he's injured.
He got hurt. Yeah, he got hurt. I think his career is over, man.
Yeah, that guy, man. That's what happens when you play a guy who's hurt and then he gets hurt again. Like, I mean, he was pretty talented, and then like his coach really screwed him over.
Shanahan, screwed him over.
Yeah, really bad. So yeah, definitely. Wow. I wonder if Romo's ever going to get his job back since Dallas is cruising.
We got a couple people representing Connecticut in the chat. Somebody from my hometown. Fucking awesome. Yeah. Man. Oh, hell yeah. Bridgeport.
Go USA.
Bridgeport all day, man.
Go Simple USA. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, I got to help change my grandmother's weenie pad. But yeah, it's been real.
Wow.
It's been real, man. It's about to get dark and ugly over here. But now, listen, it's almost 10 o'clock, and I gotta give her medicines and shit. No, but thank you guys for swinging out with BGST Live. As always, we catch you Monday, Xbox Beast Fire. Wednesdays on the Xbox Nation.
Xbox Nation, woo! Yeah.
Thursday, the multiplayer podcast, and Friday,
Crossfire.
Sunday morning. Mooch and Craps morning show. Awesome show, man. Awesome show.
Thank you.
Yeah, we were having fun with that this morning. So
yeah, that was a good time for real.
Early birds, man. Jesus.
Hey, make sure you guys on YouTube now. There's this little bell that you can click next to the subscribe button. You got to click that stuff so that you get notifications.
Yes.
So if you're not getting notifications that we're going live or that they post videos, you've got to click that you want to get notifications, or else you're not going to get the notifications when we're live.
I'm clicking that bell right now, man.
Yeah. The bell. Next to the subscriber button, you're gonna see a bell. See the bell?
You're gonna see the bell. Bling bling.
Well, where do you get the bell? Crap, where's that bell at?
You see the bell right next to where it says subscribe?
Yes.
There's a little bell there, and you got to click that. So they changed it around. So not everybody is getting the alerts like they used to when you go live, and it's unfortunate because right now with how messed up the app is for iOS and Android, people are going to miss out seeing the shows. You know what I mean? Like, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Like,
I think, what sucks, the people that are diehard that usually catch any of our weekly shows, I think what they'll notice is what you just said, where they'll maybe not see it due to the fact they didn't hit the bell or because there's blip that's going on. But if you just go watch it on your Xbox One or any PC or Windows phone, apparently it works. It's just not on Android and iOS.
Well, I kept seeing people in the chat. They're like, "Man, I didn't even know you guys were live." Okay.
It's nothing good about Windows that that we have that iOS doesn't right now. Did that just happen?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that'll never happen again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna archive that, man.
Hey, you also say you win. Y'all also got a BlackBerry.
He got so excited. He got so excited he didn't even finish his sentence.
Hey, make sure you guys hit that like button too, man. You bunch of lazy bastards. Gee, we're getting 300 people watching. You got 95 likes. Get out of here with that.
You coping cocksucker. Listen, we will catch you guys on the up and up. Well, see me tomorrow night. Yeah, I'll be on Forza Horizon 3.
Yeah, I'm about to hop on that right now.
Bang, bang,
hey man, I like to
bang,
thank you. I like to thank you guys for letting me have on here, man. It's an honor, man.
No, it's been great having you, man.
It's good having you, K-Mega.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for filling in.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, shout out to Showstopper and to Tim Dog.
Yeah, shout out to Tim Dog and
Showstopper. Yeah, Showstopper is busy trying to cure the gout.
Yeah.
Tim had a wedding.
Showstopper's getting his toothpaste surgically implanted. Trying to that shit slotting up his head. We out of here, man.